You know that feeling when you're at Ross and you find the best gifts for way less? Like brand name sweaters, the coolest kids' toys, and plush dog beds? Get that feeling with every gift and save 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices. At Ross, yes, for less.
Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Behind the Mic, powered by REVOLT Podcast Network. I'm your host, Wise Grisette, RPN community manager and podcast enthusiast. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at REVOLT Podcast Network and visit listen.revolt.tv to tap into all of our amazing podcast library. Now, today, I'm here, as you can imagine, with another cool REVOLT podcaster, Money Honey's representative of this week, Freddie.
Hey, what's up?
Freddie, thank you for joining us. Yes, I'm happy to have you here today. You know, I'm learning a lot about Money Honeys. I'm learning a lot about financial education, my damn self. So yes, tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got into Money Honeys and all the vibes.
Okay, I'll give you the short version, the shortest I can do. My name is Freddie. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I am a Howard University graduate, class of 2012. And I really got my start in digital media in like 2015, working at BuzzFeed, and really made a name for myself there. And as you can imagine, you know, as you really start getting into the working world and you start learning about your 401k, and then I started doing brand deals and things like that, and really needed to figure out how to manage my money. I had a huge goal of buying a house and being a homeowner in Los Angeles. So I really buckled down to figure out the best way to manage my money and to basically figuring out how to make that dream come true, which I did. I bought a home in 2021. And around that time is when, thank you. Yeah. And around that time is when we started our podcast, Money Honeys, and I co-host that show with two of my former cast members from BuzzFeed, Chantel and Devin. So it's kind of a nice through line, full circle moment.
That is incredible. Okay. Now, I didn't know that. So I love that this podcast always like helps me uncover things for myself too. Like, y'all, this is not like no cap. I'm literally finding all this stuff out real time. So I love that. Of course, as you can imagine, the podcast itself is called Behind the Mic. So we do want to know a little bit about you behind the mic as well too. So please share more about you outside the podcast.
So outside of podcasting, which I really do love and enjoy, because not only are we educating our listeners, but I feel like I learned something new, and something new is uncovered every time we do a new episode. So outside of podcasting, I am a DJ. My DJ name is MiniSkrrt, like SKRRT, skirt. And I've been DJing for about 3 years. It's been one of the funnest passions that I just like accidentally uncovered. It is something that brings me so much joy. I love music. I love like R&B. I love world music. I love house music. I have a very wide range. I would consider myself a pretty open format DJ. And aside from that, I mean, as you can probably guess from my DJ name, I'm really passionate about fashion and styling. And one of my biggest goals and dreams is to do a lot of work with fashion designers in the music space, DJing for their shows, DJing for Fashion Week after parties, things like that. I have a very robust MiniSkrrt collection. So that's how I got my DJ name.
That's fire. It all puts it together. And I do love the skirt. That's fine. So what's something about your background or upbringing that you would say has shaped your values?
Well, I have two things. So I mentioned that I am a graduate of Howard University. I'm like third generation. Pretty much my mom went there. My grandfather went there. My uncle went there. And so it was pretty much written in the stars that I would not only go to an HBCU, but that Howard was going to be the HBCU that I was going to attend. I always laugh because I only applied to 3 colleges. I applied to Howard, Hampton, and North Carolina A&T. And when I went to North Carolina A&T, I was like, oh, wait, like, I like this. Like, the campus is so new and fresh, and like all the facilities were fire. And my mom was like, excuse me? Howard is the answer. And so, yes, I did end up going to Howard. That was always where I wanted to go. But, you know, I had options, which was good. It's always good to have options and not place all your eggs in one basket. So I would say that, like, because of that and because of how I grew up and just being very, like, pro-Black and very proud of my culture and proud of my heritage, and really doing all I can to surround myself with people who look like me has been amazing. It's been something that has changed my life. I mean, being able to surround myself with Black people as such an integral part of my early adulthood, it really affected my confidence in the best way. Like, I feel like I went into the working world just like knowing that I could do anything and being very self-assured. And that's something that I think I've been able to carry with me throughout my career. And then the second thing is that my mom has been very encouraging of me taking leaps and taking risks and not playing it safe. I moved to Los Angeles just with the promise of a 3-month internship, and I have no family out here, and I'm her only child. So I know a lot of times only children feel a lot of pressure to like stay close to their parents, or their parents are very dependent on them to like stay nearby. And my mom has always been like, no, go fly. So I'm really thankful for that.
That is beautiful. And you know what? Shout out to Odessa. But she was actually saying the same thing. Like, you know, like her parents didn't cage her in, you know, like some people's parents really do just try to like fit you into this mold, and then like, you're going to be this and only this. And that's all I can see for you. And, you know, there are other parents just like, fly birdie.
It's really important. It really is like, I would not be where I am without her support and without her really pushing me, you know?
Yeah, for real, for real. Now we know a lot about you. And I love that. Before we move on to our game, which we do have coming up, what's one thing that you want people to know about you that they would not get from listening to the podcast?
I think that something that people may not necessarily know about me, you will know it if you come to one of my DJ sets, but I'm such a pop girly. Like, I love pop music. Like, I love like the Christina Aguilera. I love Britney Spears. I'm obsessed with Ariana Grande. Like, that is my that is my pocket. And I feel like when I talk about like, oh, I'm so pro-Black, and it's like, wait, why are you playing all these white girls?
Man, made the people leave you alone, man.
Leave me alone.
And Christina was carrying the early 2000s.
Okay.
They gotta just know.
Okay. Pipes.
They wasn't a part of that time period. It's all right.
Exactly. He wasn't there.
Oh, man. Okay. So the rapid fire game that we're going to play is called Rank It. So I'm going to give you 3 things and you rank them first, second, and third. Cool?
Okay.
Starting in 3, 2, 1. Rank these classic albums: The Blueprint, Good Kid, Mad City, or Illmatic.
Good Kid, Mad City, The Blueprint, Illmatic.
Rank these rap icons: Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion.
You trying to get me in trouble, huh? Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
Yeah, we are done. Well, that had you up in the arms. Whoa.
I know. That was hard.
And I try. I knew you was into music. I said, okay, let me make sure I have a couple of them, you know. Well, Freddie, this was very fun. Please tell everyone where they can find you on socials.
Thank you so much for having me, Wise. You can find me on Instagram at Freddie, just Freddie, FREDDIE. And you can find me on TikTok at DJ MiniSkrrt. DJ MiniSkrrt.
Yeah, oh man. This is an episode of Behind the Mic, powered by Revolt Podcast Network. Again, you can follow us at Revolt Podcast Network on Instagram and TikTok, and visit us on our website, listen.revolt.tv. This is your boy Wise Grisette signing out. See you later.
Bye.
McRib season is here. You can be nice and get the hottest, sauciest, tangiest limited time onlyest gift, or you can be naughty and keep it for yourself. Either way, hurry up. McRib season is short. And participate in McDonald's for a limited time only.